Welcome back to this City Bus Manager series where I, a real-life bus manager, determine whether I can indeed manage buses within this bus management game. And yes, I will be using this experiment to determine my true abilities to perform in my job role, and thus if I fail at this, I may as well just quit. Last week we built the depot itself, whilst this week marks the start of our journey to recreate every Cardiff Bus route. And in case you're wondering, yes, there are quite a lot. We'll work our way through numerically, starting at the beginning with one of the longest routes we have, the City Circle. Service 1 going clockwise, Service 2 anti-clockwise. So hop on my virtual bus and take a seat as I, an Englishman, attempt to pronounce some very Welsh stop names. Canal Street, John Street, North Church Street, Letton Road, South Loudon Place, Hannah Street, Cardiff Bay Station, The Flourish, Millennium Centre, Mermaid Quay, Adelaide Street, Mount Stuart Square, Pomeroy Street, Avondale Road, Cambridge Street, Grange Gardens, Stockland Street, Durham Street, Clare Road, Cornwall Court, Sevenoaks Park, Bessemer Road, Bus Depot, Leckwith Close, Leckwith Place, Chapter Art Centre, Radnor Court, Clive Road, Wessex Street, Victoria Park, Windway Road, Ely Bridge, Ely Road, Bishop's Walk, Kywell Road, Cardiff Met Llandaff, Tesco, Menachty Road, Cross Inn, Redelig Avenue, Heath Park Way, Children's Unit, Hospital Main Entrance, Teamythe, Clannishan Street, Heath Hotel, Cathays Library, Dogfield Street, Woodville Road, Inverness Place, Alfred Street, Claude Hotel, Rothcourt Place, Timbers Square, Waterloo Gardens, Blenheim Road, Earls Court Road, Peugeot Garage, Sainsbury's, Rover Way, Whittaker Road, Taymure Road, Cairnmuir Road, Muirton Road, Swinton Street, Rupera Square, Gwendolen Street, Neilson Close, Sankaha Street, Tyndall Street, Herbert Street, and back to Canal Street, completing our number 1 service. Not quite the circle it claims to be, but definitely a big ol' lap of Cardiff, that's for sure. Now comes the timetable, which we will attempt to replicate as best as possible, but I'm only going for rough timings here. My attention to detail only extends so far. Starting with Monday to Friday, which runs from approximately 6 AM till 6:30 PM, operating every 60 minutes. And we will be allowing our vehicles to change routes during the shift, as that is very much true to life. There are very few buses that stick to the same route all day. Our Saturday service runs from 7:15 till 5:30 every 60 minutes, and there is no Sunday service for the City Circle. And there we have it. The game has correctly calculated that we will require 2 vehicles to run this service, and that's the number 1 done. On to the number 2, which will fly through as it's simply a reverse of the number 1. The astute amongst you will notice the odd waypoint being popped into the routes. That's simply because the game will sometimes calculate the wrong route between stops, so we have to intervene. Monday to Friday, Service 2 runs 6 AM till 7:30 PM every 60 minutes, and on Saturdays 7:30 till 5:30 every 60 minutes. With our city circles complete, it's about flipping time we buy some buses. And why not the vehicles most used on Services 1 and 2, the Scania Omnicity. The Omnicities are the oldest vehicles in the fleet, and we own 10 of them. Each vehicle type in the fleet has an allocation code that we use for quick reference, the Omnicities being O. Makes sense, right? I created this as a vehicle group and bought our first 4, these 4 being some of the few vehicles left in the old Cardiff Bus livery. Now when it came to liveries, I obviously had the advantage of having access to the original artwork, but please know that creating every single livery took me many hours and I cried multiple times. But now, lucky for you, all I have to do is press a couple of buttons and ta-da! How beautiful. Now if you were paying attention, you'll remember I said there are 10 Omnicities in total, so we require 6 more. Good maths, well done. These 6 will be sporting the shiny new 2022 orange livery. Doesn't that look lovely? And here they come, our first buses. But you'll notice they're parking all over the bloody place. So let's get them in the nice neat line you'd normally find them in. The last job of the day is to assign the bus numbers and registrations. Our new buses being 720, 731, 737, 738, 739, 740, 741, 742, 743 and 744. And that's it. 2 routes down and 10 buses ready for traffic. Next episode we'll get a bunch more routes done and buy some more buses. Which ones will they be? Gosh, what a cliffhanger. Catch you then.